Alright, so this is how to farm Dynamo East as a mage with herbalism. The first thing you want to watch out for is this pet. It will, annoy you. It spawns right here if you just reset the instance and fresh. That's where it spawns. You just wait for it to walk by, or you can actually beat it if you don't need to eat or buff or anything. So what I like to do is just jump down and blink here and check this pod. A big part of this farm is the tubers, but that's mostly because I can make them into food. So just if you want it, if you don't worry about it. So this first pool is a 3 pool. I like to grab these here. Just make sure your shield's about 30 seconds left so you can have another one. Like to wait till it's about there, counterspell that, blink here halfway through that tree, come over here, step back and block. I'm going to make sure you backpedal just to make sure that you activate the leeway. Just going to wait till we get a good stack here like that. Jump through, throw down a flame strike, go forward, throw the cold, a couple of green explosions, and they're dead. Here we go. Start the loot. That's the first pool. You don't have to do the pool 3 at a time. You won't use an ice block if you do it 1 at a time. It's not a big deal. And I'll show you some 2 pulls a little later. Hey, what's your giant recipe? That's not nothing. It's always nice. So as far as the gold per hour, people always want to know that. It's really RNG dependent. We get some really good drops here, and then sometimes we just get nothing. So it's just kind of so and so. I generally don't drink until I get over here. So you can also get dream foil in that corner there. Generally, because it spawns next to a death lash, I will wait and come back and get it later. I won't get it right now. So just drink it up and eat it up. I like to get to full mana here because this pod can spawn lashers, and if it does, I want to be able to grab those together. Because we'll go this pod, we'll check these pods at the same time. So I'm gonna wait. Yep. You'll get to know the spawns or the paths, but you're safe in this area and you're safe here. Gonna throw up a new shield. Drink. I drink a lot just because it costs me nothing to make these. Good, that was nothing. Check this one. See, we got some lashers. So there is a thing here. So I'm gonna go for a bit of an advanced stratagem here. And we're gonna do another 2 pull. Ooh, days isn't great. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna do it. So because I got days there, I seem to be lagging a little bit. We're just gonna go for just the 1. It's the same exact thing. Hopefully you're not lagging like I am. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but I have enough health that it's not generally an issue. Alright. So sometimes there will be a book here in this area somewhere. I don't know the exact spot. So I'll do these lashers with that pack. I'm gonna go grab a stream foil. This is where the money's at. Dream foil is the best herb in the game. Not quite, but it's up there. It's no Black Lotus, but it tries. A lot of this run is just waiting while you drink. But there's some cool pools you can do. The big pool we'll try to do is the lasher pool here in a bit. And I don't know, I make no guarantees for it actually working. But if I need to, I'll splice in a successful one. Right now, I do it about 75% of the time, so. I use counterspell just because it's got a long range and it costs 100 mana versus Yeah, I mean, you could use a rank 1 blast wave, fire blast, or full rank, whatever. Mana's not really an issue when you do 1 pull. Also, it's not really an issue when you do 3 pulls either. Your health is the bigger resource. Just like everything. Penetrable cloak of owl. Let's spirit, not great. You can choose to vendor those. You can also DE them. Generally, if it's under 50, I vendor it. If it's over 50, I will DE it on my bank alt. Is generally what I use. I'm gonna hop up here and just redo that because we had 30 seconds left, so it was off cooldown. This next pull, you can, if you're not doing the lashers, you can actually just ice block these 2 packs. But I don't because I need ice block. I like to have 2 ice blocks for the satyrs. We'll look for our Invis guy. There he is. This guy paths from about there all the way up into the room. So you gotta kill him eventually to do the satyrs. So if he's not here, I just, I'll go do the lashers and come back. But since he's here, it's a murder clock for this guy. It's just, your standard, kite him away. I mean, you could honestly tank him depending on your gear. But on my mage, I just don't have much spell power for my AoE set. It's just all stam and intellect. But that's, just takes longer. Not a big deal. This pod, you can check. I'm going to drink. I like to save Evocate for once again the satyrs because you don't always need it, but sometimes you do. It's just kind of how it goes. I do have health potions specifically for the satyrs as well. Man, just little potions I don't really care about chugging. It's not a big deal. Make sure your dampen magic is up for the satyrs, but we'll go over that later. Okay, great. So we got wait with the lashers again. Gonna grab these. Probably should have waited. If these pull, I will show you. Okay, good. Alright. Gonna do this. Gonna do a blink. Get it all grouped up. Here we go. Alright, perfect. So I used a mana gem there just because I've got this beat on me. But we'll be fine. So. Oh, this mushroom is great. It's a lot of looting. This is all just from one run. This is my first run of this set. So there's multiple ways to reset the instance. If you use somebody that can reset the instance for you after you log out, that's the easiest and fastest way. The second fastest is actually just to take your gear off and die. It's much faster than like logging over on an alt. The run back is less than 2 minutes. So that's what I generally do if I don't have somebody that's, not busy and willing to reset me. So this Grom's Blood is too close to the Death Lash. We can't loot that right now. So I'm going to show you, 1, how we loot those, and 2, how to reset the instance as far as for these. So you just wand it, and bring it over here. And it really is just a nice, easy Frost Nova. You blink. You want to watch for that pod while you're here. I will run by it just because if it is lashers, I want to grab them in the next bit. Nope, just mana. And then this one, just miss a kind of cold, just to demonstrate why leeway is weird. And then this is the reset. You just dump up here, it gets confused. These are aggroed, but we don't care. So you'll see where this Stomper path goes, it doesn't actually come over here. So we can just stand right here and we don't care, like, while we kill these. These are really weird the way they path, because if you pull them back here, they're going to get stuck here until they figure out how to run. But they also evade here. So I like to just bring them over here. Oh yeah, the big thing I didn't mention, as far as the lashers go, is they actually have a backstab. So they hit much harder if you're standing, if they're behind you. So you just kind of always want to strafe and keep your front to them. So just like we did at Grom's Blood, if there was a dream foil, because it sometimes spawns over there by a Death Lash, the way you do it is the same as we did for the Grom's Blood. You just bring it over to you, you blink, herb it, and then run away. This is how I generally go in between here, just because you can blink through that tree. It doesn't, for some reason, work like normal walls. You can also just run and avoid the paths. So, I haven't had any tubers this time, which is interesting, but we're going to check for one more stealth mob, then we're going to get ready for our... We're at 11 minutes right now, which is right on track. So stealth mob can spawn right here. Generally you see them. We'll check this, because if these spawn into lashers, it can be a little weird, but it's not the end of the world. You can just deal with it during the thing. Yep, so nothing there. Oh, here we go. We'd prefer to have a Thornleaf Seed, so hopefully, there it is. Great. So, Hydra spawn, not a huge deal. He runs up that way, or he runs up here. Great. Perfect. I'm a gnome, so I swim. So there's the stealth mob. If he doesn't spawn back there, he generally spawns there. Got another pond we want to clear. And a ghost mushroom we'll have to go get later. Actually, we'll grab that thing. So that'll be nice. The ghost mushroom can also spawn where that other stealthy was. Not the one that spawned, but the one that didn't spawn, right at the entrance. The ghost mushroom can spawn there. So ghost mushrooms are great money. We've already gotten 2, yeah, because we got 1 dropped off of lashers. I think you can actually get that, but I never do. Alright, we're just gonna go because we had 30 seconds on our shield. So we've got lashers here. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna grab these. Counter spell. You want to back up, block. So you want to pop the Thornling right before you block, because in theory it'll grab some of that aggro. Just let your block fall off here. Yep, like that. That is the ideal way for these. I should have waited for the pop the Frost Nova. And I aggroed the boss, so that's unfortunate. We're going to try to run away. We're probably going to be unsuccessful. But that was a really good attempt. If we didn't, honestly, if we hadn't aggroed the boss there, I think we would have been fine. Might actually get away, so that'll be cool. Which really just is going to save us durability, because we're not going to kill them, because we don't have the Thornling Seed. Because with that many, the Thornling Seed is really important. Alright, figured it out. So, the reset's really nice. Saves you some durability. 14 minutes. So really, the goal is like 15 minutes per run. Just roughly. It's not really, don't need to worry about it too much. It's that ballpark. You just want to avoid resets. A lot of people say 12 minutes, but that'll actually get you reset. Switch to our naked, except for a shirt. Go poke a Death Lash. So, that's the